Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so the bulls took control on Friday. They broke over the top of the daily mid-band. They've converted it, and they followed through Sunday night into Monday. So we had this sell rallies between the daily mid and the daily lower band that went on for going on 10 sessions. We're in buy dips mode now as long as daily mid-band there at 53 stays converted. Anybody who was looking for a quiet summer, you're going to have to look at some other summer. This is not the summer that's going to be quiet. This thing is moving. We did 33 handles on Friday. We did 60 plus handles for the week. It was a great start to the month, and it feels no different than any other time of the year. We're on track and we're doing our thing. It's a great environment to trade. As we head into today, what I'm curious to see here on the hourly chart is you got the daily pivot and the daily mid-band locked in there at 53. It would take a lot to go down and test that. That's 20 handles. You got another 10 handles down from there for this week's new weekly pivot, 27.42.42. So we're 30 above the weekly pivot. We're 20 above the daily mid-band. I would not put past the bears to push down and try to have a decent retest at some point during the course of this week. Every rally up to this point in the last 3-4 weeks has been a sell. The question is from where? Where people get into trouble is when they try to fight price and assume, well, let's assume that the weekly pivot's going to hold. Let's assume that the daily mid-band's going to hold. And when it doesn't, you just get your face ripped off. It did a nice little glide in for everybody pre-market on Monday into the jobs report. We got long 32 pre-jobs, 32 half rather, and it lifted for us. And we re-entered a couple of times. We re-entered at 37, and then we re-entered at 49 half. We did a grand total of 5 trades on the day and did 33 handles. It's a great environment. So on a pullback, I have no problem being short a pullback, but until it can convert 53, that pullback's going to be a buy. They will give you a very nice pullback to a very nice buy up over the top, and it's a great environment to trade, but don't assume and don't get stubborn. Understand price and risk, know where you're wrong, and that will certainly see you through. Okay, couple of things. Not tomorrow, but on the 17th, we're gonna have a webinar. Haven't done a webinar in forever. Between the market and other things that I have in the hopper, I have been so incredibly busy. But we're gonna get back to the webinar schedule. You're gonna see a lot more of me on Instagram, whether you like it or not, and over on Twitter, because some projects that I was working on have now wrapped up, and I'm much more focused now on the content area. My time in the room and the handles in the room, that stuff never changes. If you miss me, then you need to join up, because you'll have me in your ear 8 hours, 10 hours a day. That's just the way it works. But as far as the other stuff that goes on, we're going to be picking that back up mid-July through the end of the year and beyond. All right, so everybody have a fantastic day. I will catch you over on social. Trade them well, and I'll see you then. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.